welcome to another Waypoint FPL update. Unfortunately, another Saturday morning edition of the Waypoint FPL update, which unfortunately you know what that means, but we've got some channeling of Waypoint on the team because we have a full kit W word in front of us. And Chris Leach, how's it going, Chris?
I'm okay, thank you. Yes. What happens every morning when we don't have a match is that, just feel compelled to put this on.
It's habit.
I'm,
It's
I'm ready to go.
Love it, love it. And yeah, I hope we're all ready to go for the next round of FPL. So not to give any spoilers because I've left the team on the page there, but we'll go straight to the league. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. I think we last did an episode, Chris. But while Palmer lost his spot in that time, he has since regained it. Yeah, so he's back in first place with a tied second league high of 75 points. So let's take a look at Palmer's team quickly, Chris. David Raya got 9. Mo Salah, who he captain, got 16, and Buemo got 7. Anthony Gordon got 5. Cody Gakpo with 16, and Alexander Isak with 13, Chris.
Indeed, I say going very Newcastle heavy at the moment from this team. So, but yes, say got the teams in form. Can't go wrong with that. I'm not sure in the real life world 3 fullbacks in the back 3 would work, but it's worked for him here. But yeah, the key thing is that he's bumped his points up by having Salah and Gakpo in the same team as well as Isak, obviously. So yeah, the ability to be able to do that is good, and lots of other single digit but quite high digit points, seeing Burmo and Gordon in there, obviously Raya in goal too. So yeah, all round carry on his dominance of the team.
Indeed. I mean, it's also a case of probably what could have been for Palmer, because he could have captained Gakpo instead. That would have been another 8 points on top of what he would have got. And then you speak about the back 3 of fullbacks. He had one on the bench in Kirkes that got 6, who outscored all 3 of the ones who played. So combined, that is. So
Combined.
But no, it's still a good day at the office for Palmer, and obviously clearly good enough to regain first spot, because yes, Betts now falls to second, with Ben falling to third. They had exactly the same amount of points, 53, so Palmer just obviously clearly outscored them. Betts is now 13 points off of Palmer, with Ben being a further 5 off Betts, so 18 points off the top spot. The top 3 is sort of extended to a top 4 now as well, as quietly Alex has been, Martini that is, has been narrowing the gap over the last few weeks. He only sits a mere point behind Ben now, after with a pretty good 65 last week as well. So it's turned into a 4-horse race as opposed to the 3-horse race that it was. We've also got the league's tied third highest scorer of the week coming from Ethan in 5th place, who he's a bit of an island in 5th place at the moment. He's neither close to the top 4, and he has a bit of a distance to those below him, so he's in a nice little spot there. But let's take a look at Ethan's team. Jordan Pickford, he got 5. Gabriel, he got 7. Alexander Arnold, 5. Gordon, 5. Mo Salah, who he captained again, 16. Isak, 13. Gakpo, 16. So yeah, I felt like I was saying all the 5s there for a second. But
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And a very similar team to the one we saw before, obviously. But yes, so with the exception of having Gabriel, who, by the way, Gabriel is might be really good in fantasy football, but I'm not having it in real life. I'm just not. So he's all teeth and headers, but if it wasn't for his mate William Saliba, wouldn't be a player. Just saying.
I'll trust your word, given your scouting experience. So what do I know?
Well, I know.
Yeah, fine. Again, though, points left on the bench here. Semenya with 9 and Greaves with 6. So could have again been a really good week for Ethan, but alas. Anyway, and then so that was Ethan. A couple of climbers in the top 10. So obviously you can see my team's climbed up a bit. Alex Wilson has broken back into the top 10. He also had the second highest score of 75 along with Palmer last week. So let's take a look at his team. Flecken, he got 3. Pedro Porro got 6. Munoz got 4. Alexander Arnold 5. Mo Salah captain again with 16, and Isak with 13. So yeah, very very similar forms. But oh my goodness, I've just seen he's got Gakpo on the bench, Chris.
Absolutely, that is blunder of the week, I think, so far. Why would you put him on the bench at this point? Why? Yeah, it baffles me. Also, it baffles me why he's playing a back 4 of fullbacks and having Gakpo on the bench. So
yeah, it's
I
yeah.
would suggest.
Yeah, that's an interesting decision. I agree. Yep.
So also, can we just go back to that one?
Yes.
Because yes, that is true. Yeah, in his Invitational Classic leagues, he has, not narcissistically at all, the Alex Shield named after himself.
Let's have a
Alex
what
in there.
Alex is. It's gone past 11, so we can't see it. Boo!
Can't
You've
see him
escaped.
there.
You've absolutely
Wait for
put it
next
on.
week, and you'll
Yes,
see.
we'll remember. We'll remember. Going back to the league table. So, well, there's like obviously a top four and then there's an interesting race sort of going on 7th to 16th because every team from 7th to 16th is all within a span of about 44 points, I think it is. So it's a strong mid-table we've got, is basically what I'm saying, Chris. The league's best score of the week actually came from within that range as well, coming from Jake, who now sits in 11th with 88. So clear highest score of the week. Yeah, he had Raya with 9.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows quality when he sees it. There's William Saliba.
Yeah, Saliba gets 9, Alexander 5, Pedro 6, Guardiola 8. I mean, this might be the highest scoring defensive line we've possibly seen in a long time. Mo Salah captain with 16, and Gakpo with 16, and Isak with 13. So, yeah, good team effort from Jake.
Good team effort, absolutely. Yeah, building from the back. Building from the back. Also,
Absolutely.
can I just say, one, good team effort, 88 points. Gone with a Liverpool fan. Yeah, he's also playing Gakpo and Salah and Trent. And he's got a kit.
Yep.
This is the most complete team of the week.
Yep.
So, we should have a team team of the week klaxon or something on here. But,
wait, I've got the jingles here. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. You're going to get some applause, Jake. Here you go. It's the only jingle I could see in front of me, so have some applause. There you go. So, yeah, well done you, Jake. Very good week.
I hate to say it, though. So he might be 12th in Waypoint, but he's 11th in the whole of Cowplane. Which isn't bad, to be fair. But, yeah.
Yes. Right, so that's Jake. So we'll turn to the bottom end of the table now, towards the bottom of the table. Zach had the third highest score of the week. Lots of tied high scores, and he's in 18th place. So that's a good job by him with the 74. So yeah, let's take a quick look at Zach's team. Again, Raya in goal 9, very similar actually to a lot of the other teams. Alexander Arnold 5, Saliba 9, Pedro Porro 6. Salah 16, Isaac 13. You're clapping Chris Nico Jackson with 5. The clapping for the team and kit coordination, is that?
Yeah,
No?
I am absolutely once again, but also that he's true to his word. If you're a Saints fan, and there's not many players that you're going to play, he's going for Harwood Bellis. And outside of the goalkeepers, stat of the day today. Are you ready for it?
Go for
Harwood Bellis has committed more mistakes leading to goals than anyone else in the league combined.
That doesn't sound like fantasy gold to me, I'll be honest, Chris.
No, well, that's right. It doesn't look fancy goal, but he scored 1. And he's playing Nicholas Jackson up front, who is criminally overrated and can't score.
Yeah, that assist that he got was completely courtesy of, what was it, that new City centre-back guy who just basically gave him the ball. And then
Yes, that's right. So, yeah. So, Nicholas Jackson is an absolute Europa League player. He's not even that this year. He's in the Conference League, isn't he? He's a Conference League player. And that's where Chelsea belong, in the Conference League.
Oh, you've come with fight. You are angry about the game getting called off today.
I am frustrated this morning, Nathan. I was expecting to release this morning.
I feel bad for Mike. Right, the bottom 3 remain unchanged with substantial gaps from the teams above them. But Harry did have a pretty good, certainly the best week I think he's had in a long time. 70 points last week. We're not going to look at the team because it's not in the top 3, so that's the rules. But yeah, maybe signs of life. But yeah, each of them are quite locked into their positions at the moment. So it's going to take a string of things like that to make a difference. And Harry's still the only team yet to cross the 1,000 point mark because Aiden and Mike both. Actually, no, Mike went the week. Oh no, they both did the week before. So sorry, yeah, Harry is the only team still yet to go over 1,000 points. But there you go. And then the lowest score of the week came courtesy of Luke. And Luke, I didn't write down where you are. You're in 20th. So let's take a look at Luke's team. So 45 again. So by some weeks that can be a best score in some weeks. So not that bad. But in the scheme of this week, it wasn't the best. He did captain Salah with the 16, and Buemo got 7, Gordon with 5, and Alexander with Arnold with 5, and then not a lot else behind that. Again, he did have a little bit of bench points, not too much so, but yeah, just compared to the others, just outscored really, Chris.
Well, I would say that maybe, but also I would also say that this team is a victim of putting all their eggs in 3 teams' baskets. And as we see across other teams in the league, particularly ones that have scored, they've gone for diversity rather than just for 3 teams. Because as we all know, if those 3 teams don't perform, it's particularly those 2 up front. I mean, that's by the way, yeah, there's no star quality up there, that's for sure. Then yeah, you got a big problem, and as has been proven here.
It's really, I'd say, almost his entire team is 4 teams, because he's got 3 Liverpool players, 3 Forest players in the lineup, 2 Brentford and 2 Newcastle. So yeah, you live and die by that sword. It either works very well if they do very well in a week, or it doesn't. So yeah.
Yeah, and nobody wanted to play Kirkers, it seems. Everybody benched him. Nobody had the faith in Kirkers.
I benched him too. I did these. I think I had Einar and Wood and played them over him as well. So yep, that's
how wrong you all were.
Indeed. But that is it for this week's episode of the Waypoint FPL update. We'll obviously be back hopefully next week, if not in the not too distant future. As always, Chris, I will give you the final word.
It's a shame not to be playing this morning. I mean, I haven't had a look out there and see what the grass is like, but I suspect it's probably wet as you like. So we go to next week, where we again may or may not play, depending on whether or not we have a national trophy game against a team from, I don't even know what they're called, but they're from London somewhere.
Hackney?
Hackney something.
Yeah.
Hackney don't want to travel team, even though they entered the national trophy. Don't enter a national trophy, don't want to travel. Anyway. So we'll see if they're on. We'll let you know in the week. If not, I don't know how long this will run on for, so I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to have time to be able to arrange a friendly. So yeah, this is all TBC, but have a good rest of your Saturday, and yeah, enjoy not having a game, I suppose. Naffing it.
Very. Have a good weekend, everyone.